Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and today I have a playthrough of Hardback. This one is from Fowers Games. It is a word-based deck building game. It is the sequel to Paperback. Paperback is also available here as a playthrough on the One Stop Co-op Shop, so you can go ahead and check our channel for that one as well. Same basic concept. You're going to have a small deck of cards. The deck of cards are going to have some letters on them. You're going to spell some words, and then you're going to score points and acquire some money to acquire bigger and better cards, rarer letters, letters that are more common, but they have powers and combos and everything. So you'll be making longer words and mightier words as the game goes on. Hardback differs in that there's a bunch more what I would call gamer buttons. There's a set collection aspect. There's tokens you can acquire to draw more cards. There's so many more buttons that you can push for a more complex experience if that's what you're looking for. I will be demonstrating the solo/cooperative mode, a solo game against the Penny Dreadful. But first, I'd like to tell you about the One Stop Co-op Shop. We are a gaming empire. We have the YouTube channel where Mike has you covered with the latest and greatest preview games. Colin and Bernd get deep on your favorite games, adventure games, huge dungeon crawls and minis and all that kind of good stuff. And I contribute my small card games. But you have amazing variety both on the YouTube channel and on the streaming channel, where Peter and Steve and a few other folks give you your responses, your suggestions get played live on the channel. So YouTube streamed and the regular YouTube channel. Give both a subscription if you haven't already, and also so like the video, would really appreciate it. We have a podcast, runs twice a week. We have game-centric coverage on Sunday, and then special topics on Wednesday, twice per week, coming at you with podcast love as well. And the center of our community is our Discord. We love hearing from people on the Discord. It is completely free to join. We have a Patreon, so you can get access to extra tiers, extra exclusive content, but the Patreon is there for us to support, and the Discord is there for everybody. So please do not feel like you have to contribute. The Discord is open to all. So let me go ahead and get started with an overview of Paperback and a solo playthrough. All right, so let's get zoomed in and talk about Hardback. It is a deck builder. On your turn, you are going to draw 5 cards, and the 5 cards are going to be letter cards. Most of the starter cards are going to be very cheap and very easily available letters. You can use them pretty easily in words, so E and T and R, and they're going to get you 1 coin. Some of the letters in the starter decks are going to give you prestige. These are a little bit more modular. So rare letters like your G's and your F's and your D's, that kind of thing. So then on your turn, you're going to spell a word. Pretty easy right there. So if I wanted to spell a word like that, roll, that would get me 1, 2, 3 coins and 1 point, which I would track on a separate score tracker. It's pretty easy stuff, and that's basically how Paperback worked, the original game. One of the innovations here at Hardback is that every single card can be used as a wild card if you flip it over. So let's say for whatever reason I wanted to get a longer word, so I want to spell rolls, the plural. I would do R-O-L-E-S, and then that would let me get the bigger word. This would not get me any money or any prestige whatsoever, but sometimes you just need that one wild card to unlock a bigger word, use all of your letters. So then 3 is not a ton of money, but I am able to purchase a card from the market. So then the market will be 7 letters long, and then I will purchase this W, and you will be building sets with these cards. So if you notice that these cards look similar, these cards look similar, this one is its own card, and this one is its own card. There's 4 genres of card: horror, adventure, romance, that kind of thing. But just, sets, all you have to remember. When you purchase cards, if you can pair them on future turns where they have the same set, you'll be able to get set bonuses. So then this would be, give you one thing, 3 prestige, and then would give you a bonus, which is down here. Lots of the different cards have powers. So let's go say that I'm going to acquire this W for 3 coins. If I did that, then I would just refill the market. This rotates. Most of the letters are one-shots, and you would use them and discard them. A card like this is a what they call a literary classic or a timeless classic. You would use the letter, and then it would persist from round to round. In the multiplayer game, you would play it, and then it would be there as long as someone else did not use the word, and you could use it as much as you want. If another player wanted to get rid of it, no, you have too many timeless classics on here, they would use that letter, not get the power, and force you to discard it. So nice to be able to get those out, to be able to kind of get a free letter to make your word a little bit longer and more powerful. But we are going to rewind all that. Let's say I made a different choice. Let's say that I didn't want to buy anything. I have my 3 coins and I wanted to go in another direction. I can also buy ink. Ink is pretty powerful. They persist until you use them, so you can kind of bank a few. Let's say I had bought 3 of them, and I have them in my bank. On a future turn, if I have a little bit more of a powerful deck, and I'm kind of reaching for some combos, and I don't have the combo in hand, I can spend an ink in order to get a card. Now, I would have to use that letter in order to, take advantage of that. So it's very much a push for luck. So if you get some letters, you can't just like pull all your deck, because then you have a bunch of cards that you have to use. Maybe you can't get a great word. So it's a real balancing act. If you want to find the card that will combo with the other card and, want to get that ink going, but I don't want to draw too much. So that's the way to do that. You see these white vials here, that's remover. So these only come from the cards. So then you would play that, take 1 ink or remover. This would be a card that you would play, and you could use removers on a future turn to remove the ink and just have that as a free floating card, give you a little bit more flexibility right there. Play will proceed as you acquire prestige points. You'll be tracking your progress on this tracker. The first person in the multiplayer competitive game to earn 60 points will be the winner of Hardback. In the solo and cooperative modes, we are going to be facing off against the Penny Dreadful. There are 4 different bots. They will, for the most part, score most of their points by, at the end of every turn, it will discard the last card in the row and get points equal to the cost. So if it had discarded this card, it would get 7 points. So 7 prestige points. So it will be right there. That wouldn't be too good. And also, it would get points based on whatever the power is, usually key to one of the 4 genres. So you'll be competing, racing against time, against the bot. In the solo game, you race to 60 points. Whoever gets 60 points wins. In the cooperative game, it's the same. You would do laps, basically. So then, it would be, you go to 60, and then you would put a marker right there, indicating the second lap for 2 players, third lap for 3 players, fourth lap for 4th players. But with 4 players, hopefully the scoring is nice and loose, and they'll be wrapping around. Shouldn't take too long. Hardback also offers a number of variants to mix up your play. First of all, there are player powers. You can use your ink, so each of these will have an ink cost, and fire off some kind of special power. They side for a little bit more passive experience that you could use in the competitive or cooperative games. Or you can use very aggressive games, mess with your opponent's decks and letters and all that kind of stuff if you want to do that kind of game. Here are the adverts. It is a way of using your spare money in order to get prestige points, make the game a little bit faster. So then you would spend 6 coins at some point to get 3 experience points. And then on down the line, you can only buy 1. But if you manage to get 18 cents and score 20 points, that's a big chunk of points all the way down at the end of that one. So that is a variant that you can put in. Here are some literary awards to incentivize bigger and bigger words. So then each time, or the first time, I should say, that someone puts in a 7-letter word, they would get this point, and then it would build up from there. 8, 9, 10. These prestige points do not count towards the endgame trigger, but they would add up the score to incentivize, once again, bigger and bigger words. And there is a nice chunky event deck. So this would vary up play as scoring happens. So there's certain thresholds that will be trigger the event that would affect everybody. So there's a lot of different ways to mix up your play in Hardback. All right, let's get started with a game of Hardback. So I am facing off against the Penny Dreadful. Every round, no matter which Penny Dreadful you face, they're going to discard this card, the last card in the offer row, and get that many prestige. So then 3 cost card, 3 prestige, keep on going. This particular one says double the value of each romance card Penny claims from the offer row. I don't have any romance cards. Those are the red ones. A little bit of a fancy writing. Those will come up soon. I'm also going to play with the Adverts expansion. I'm not really sure if I will need that, but it's nice to have that there. So then if I spend 6 cents at any point during the turn, I can get 3 points, on and on and on. Just to, make sure I make it to the end, because the Penny Dreadful could be pretty challenging. I'm also going to play with this power. Unnatural Creation. Use a card in the offer row in your word. Gain all the benefits of that card as if it was played from your hand. It costs 3 ink. It's a very powerful card. 3 ink is a lot of ink to spend. I may only use that power once or twice in the entire game, but it might come in handy to kind of complete one of the sets that I pointed out before. All right, so I've dealt my hand of 5 cards. You see the letters. I'm going to show the hand generally in case people are playing along, and then I will make my word. I think I have a solid word to start. Uses all of my letters. Ratio. So we have 4 cents for the word and then a prestige point. So I'm on the board. Yay! That lead won't last long. All right, so then I have 4 to spend. I'm going to buy this E. So I might pick up that Y later for the pair. We'll see what happens. Gains me a prestige. If I trash it, I gain 2 cents. That's powerful because I want to be able to get some of the nicer cards like this A over here. It is a timeless classic, so it would persist from round to round, but it costs 5. So just in case, I want to have something in my deck so I can buy cards later. And that is my round. Actually, I do have 1 cent left to spare, so I'm going to buy 1 vial of ink. I'm going to have that, and I'll be able to spend it when I want to, or either on drawing extra cards or firing off the player power. All right, so then we refill the market row. There is an N. Ooh, gain 2 cents. That's pretty good. I like those. But the Penny Dreadful will strike. She will take this L, very useful letter, score 3 points, and then move everything along. And then we have an S right there. Ooh, actually, I'll show this one to you. When you buy it, it does get you a prestige point when you buy it, and then it's give you more prestige when you play it. So sometimes you just have prestige upon prestige. I don't like getting the prestige early because I want to get coins to buy better cards, but I might be a little bit stuck for this game. We'll see what happens. Next round, I have dealt my hand. When the round ends, my deck is empty, so I'm going to reshuffle and shuffle in whatever cards I've acquired to. There is my letter. What am I going to spell? And I thought this one was pretty easy to put together. Here is the modular card. That could be a G or an H, as I explained in the overview, but I happen to get a D here, which is a little bit more flexible, like that. Lens. Same thing, 4 cents and a prestige. All right, for the sake of making combos, I'm going to get this Y. I don't love that, but I think I can use the Y and trash it, get the extra money so I can get some of these more expensive cards like that A. I want to make sure I get that A before Penny Dreadful claims it. Our first romance letter, which is S. So I like S's, so we'll see what happens. So then she is going to boot this K. She's going to earn, well, I got my 2, and she's going to earn 2 more points to give her 5. And then another one. Ooh, a B. We're starting to get the plot thickening over here, as they say. All right, we're back for our second turn through the deck. Got some letters over here, and I think I have a good one. T, E, N, D, S. Tens. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 4 cents and a point. So I get my third point. I mean, it's basically the same thing I've been doing. And I have 4 cents, and I think I'm going to buy this S. So I'm probably going to buy the B as well to go with the S. It's nice to be able to go directly against Penny Dreadful in the solo because, once again, as a reminder, double the value of each romance card Penny claims. You're not claiming this one. It's mine. Get out of here. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. A J. And Penny Dreadful is going to go and discard a U, which is not too bad. 7 points. No, that A is about to go. Oh. Hopefully I can claim that A. Oh, another romance one. Okay. All right, so next round, I have my letters right there. I want to get this A pretty bad, but I got my pair. And I think I know what to do with this one. We are going to go R, E, L, Y for rely. Excellent. So then I got the pair. If I didn't get the pair, I had ink to draw, but I don't think I need to draw right now. I did what I needed to do. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to score 4 points. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 for the set. So that's really nice. That brings me to 7 points. And I'm going to trash both of these cards. That gets me a total of 3 cents. I don't love that. But with the 4 or 5, I can get my A. Fantastic. Woohoo! There we go. And that is all for the turn. And it is going to move down, and it is going to move this F to the discard pile, but that's so much better than moving the A. So it is ahead. Penny Dreadful is ahead, but that's okay. My next target is probably going to be that Timeless Classic B. Ooh, this came out. Oh, if they get that, if they score this, that's 14 points. That's just like game over. So I have to make sure I acquire that X before long. Looks like these two are going to get swallowed at some point because I'm going to go for that B. All right, that is the state of play. All right, so we are back. This is my first tough decision, really, what to do with these letters because I drew my S. And I would like to pair it with that B. Remember my power, unnatural creation. Use a card in the offer row in your word. Gain all the benefits of that card as if it was played from your hand. Cost me 3 ink. Have 3 ink. I could make that pair. So I was trying to figure out if that was worth it. And I think it is. So I'm going to spend all 3 of my ink. And I am going to make B. So remember, I'm using that word. A. S. Using this as a Y as an A. L. T. Basalt. I know that's a word. Don't know what it really is, but it's some kind of compound. And so I got stuff. So this B counts. I get the coin and another coin, so 2 coins for the pair, and I can trash a card from my discard, which there is no card in my discard right now. That's fine. So then I have this S, which that's 2 points off the S, so that brings me to 8. And then I can double an adjacent card for its prestige and its money. So I'm going to double that to 2. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. Yes. I'm a big fan of 7 coins, and I'm going to use that to get this B. Let's see what comes out of the deck that might matter. A P. Ooh, 2. And I have an A in my deck already, so it might be worth getting that P as opposed to getting 2 ink. I am going to do it. Let's do it. I'm going to go get that P. So then the P is a relatively easy word to pair, especially with an A. So then, oh, there's an N right there. Ooh, some big scores right there. That's another part of the strategy that, maybe sometimes you want to leave low-cost cards in the offer for Penny Dreadful. That might have wanted to leave that P. Boy, we'll see what happens. So that was my word. A pretty successful turn right there. Penny Dreadful is going to get 5 points. So I am at 9. She is at 14. Going to move all these down. Let's see if I get a nice cheapo one coming out. A G6. Ugh, jeez. Whoa, some expensive ones. Even this one, this 3-cent one is going to be 6 cents if she claims it because of her power. Wow. This might not work out well for the good guys right here. All right, so those are my letters right there. I got my A, and that is going to be played right there. As much as I puzzle out, I don't think I can use this O, so I'm just going to go D-A-N-E. Dane is a whole bunch of ways that I could have done that, but I just decided on that one. So that gives me 2 cents, 3 4 cents, and I can move my prestige tracker forward. 1 4 cents is actually not going to do too much at all relative to what I'm looking at there. So I think I am just going to buy the 4 ink and go on about my day. So then remember, the A stays out. In the multiplayer game, this would disappear when an opponent played something. In the solo co-op, I don't know if I explained this in the overview, if another mystery card were to come out of the deck like this, then it would discard this card. So it might not be the worst thing in the world to not rush through this stuff. So then let's go ahead and get rid of that S. Good. Brings the bot score to 18, and it's about to really hammer me. I'm hopeful that the deck gives me a little bit more mercy. That's pretty merciful. There's no way in heck I'm going to buy this card. A V. That is a terrible card. Not building that set right now. Away I go. All right, so we got a little bit of a taste last turn of some shenanigans, or a couple of turns ago of these things. Now I get to have a little bit more fun. Cool. So then we are going to put that in the row right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 and I'm going to activate this N, this very, very powerful N. So then I'll be able to proc these 2. So I'll show you the word that I'm going to make. I'm going to make B-R-A-I-N ED, brained, left brained and right brained and all that good stuff. All right, so that is not a combo, but this is. So then I get 1 cent from here. I get 2 plus 3, 4 cents total from here. So then this is 5 cents and 6 cents. So that's pretty good. And then I get some points. So I get 2, 3, and then all wild cards played this turn are worth 1 point, 4, 5 points. Yeehaw! All right. So now I am cooking with gas over there. That is not bad at all. So then I am 6 cents in, and the 2 cards I want are worth 7 cents. I sat here for a little bit, and I did the best that I could with it. All right, so let me go ahead and discard these cards. These cards stay. And once again, this will get discarded if I get a romance card, and this will get discarded if I get a mystery card. But I am going to buy this K, because that denies the Penny Dreadful points. I don't love having B's and K's and that kind of thing. There's not much that I can do about it, and I'm not looking forward to acquiring this X. But it's if I let Penny Dreadful get the X, it's game over. That's no good. All right, this is calming down a little bit. That's I feel a little bit better about that. And because I had 6, I get to reacquire those 3 ink that I had from before, so bringing me back to 4. Penny Dreadful is going to scoot ahead of me another 5 points to 23. And we are going to mosey on along. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, that's horror. And that is a V. So just need to kind of weather the storm here. Deal with these 2 cards somehow, because they're excellent. They go with what I'm going for, and they would score a lot here. So I just need to do something to get myself going. However, I do have the benefit of having these 2. We'll see what happens. Here we are back again. I have drawn my P and S to go with these cards. I better take advantage of this because that will likely discard one or both as I go into it. So I've thought about it for a while. I am going to spend 3 ink to power my unnatural creation. I could use my ink to pull from here, but I don't think I have a lot of cards that will help me. I only have the dinky cards, starter ones. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, use the N. I'm going to go PINBALLS. Pinballs. Yes. Super Skill Pinball 4K. I have it right over my shoulder. I was looking around and all of a sudden I saw the word and it was like, yes, that's the word I need. Has a P, B, A, has all the letters that I wanted. So I am so happy to be able to put that word together. Anyway, so pinballs. So I have procced all the powers available to me, and this should be a nice cascade of points. So we got, this is a really important one. So it's like 1 and once, that's 2, and I can jail an offer rope card. Jail means I can either reserve it or, and buy it later, take it out of the row, or just chuck it. And I'm going to take this X, I'm going to chuck it. I don't want it. I don't know a lot of words with X in it. So that is just going to go. So then we are going to proc that. That was a nice little use of a power, that P card. Nice. Still a nice little run of cards that won't kick my cards. That's not going to last too long. So then, so that's 2 cents, 3 cents, 4, 5 cents over here, 6, 7 cents. And I can finally trash a card from my discard because I have a discard, and that's going to be an R. Don't need the R. Got plenty of ways around that. Oh, I can do this. So then that is 1 star, 2 star. So that is 2 prestige off of that card. And I can double an adjacent card, which is this one, which would be 2 more cents. Holy moly. And I proc this N, which is in itself 3, 4 stars. Oh, I have caught up pretty good, kept a pretty good pace by using everything I have in my arsenal. And I have tied with the points off of the S. I don't know if I double counted this, but hard to keep track of with everything that's going on. I will sure to be put in some corrections in post. So then this is all 9 cents. That is such an amazing thing. So we are going to buy this N. Finally, dealt with all that stuff. I think I can live with them getting the G. And this will be a nice little run of not great cards for them. That is an O, and that gets rid of my A. That's okay. I took full advantage. So then all these will go away. And I have 2 cents left, and I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 more ink. Now the B is going to get discarded, but I'm feeling pretty good. That was 6. It is at 23 plus 6 is 29. And it has that little run over there. Let's see if it goes, gives me the romance card. Yep, there's the romance card. That's going to get rid of all of my cards. But I definitely took advantage while I was there. We are back in a much more boring round. That is what happens. These are my letters. And I think I'm going to create D-O-T-E-S, dotes. I am doting on you. That is 1 lonely prestige point. Actually, no, that's 2 prestige points because I used the D and the O. And that is 3 coins. So I could buy that O or I could buy that E. Right now I have 3 mystery cards in the deck. Let's go for a 4th. So that is all the money that I'm going to spend. And a Q, not going to use that too much. This one hurts. So Penny Dreadful is going to claim the G, can bring her to 35, which is over halfway, what she needs. But I have kept pace okay, and my hand is a lot stronger. So let's go ahead and discard all of that. My next 2 hands will be much stronger than that. So I have that to look forward to, and I get an F. So get those romance cards out of the way so I can have the B and the A, have a couple of rounds. There, here we are in the next round. I get my A, which will definitely be used in a word. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up right there. And definitely going to use this N. So that's sweet. This is my most powerful card. It's going to take me to victory. And then this one says, when I do the pair, which I'm going to do, I'm going to, all wild cards played this turn are worth 1. So we're just going to use them all. Damn, look at that. Annul. Just for official sake, ANNUL. So I get 3 cents from there. And I'm going to get 4 stars, 5, 6, 7 stars. Woohoo! That brings me to 32. So I am catching up to Penny Dreadful, baby, thanks to the strength of this N card. And I have 3 cents to play with. I think I want to keep the top row stable for now. There isn't really much that I want. That E card would be okay, but I think I'm going to instead go for that, the ink right there. I'm going to have 6 total. I like it because, you know, if Penny Dreadful worked differently, if I had a slightly different card, I would have done something totally different with this. But because I have this N, it affects how I play. So you see that there's a lot of depth and variability available here in Hardback. So I got my A. It's going to eat this V, which I'm totally fine with. Goodbye. And get 2 points. And let's see. Come on. Not a mystery, not a mystery, not a mystery. Sweet. So that is a 9-pointer, though. I have to be careful with that. All right, so there is a fair amount going on. So let me go ahead and walk through this latest hand. So you saw that I had Dotes. That was a terrible hand. This one is the makeup. All of my good cards came at once as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put up my 2 right there. So those are my 2 Timeless Classics. And I am going to spell BACKUP. Backup. So I at least, the very least, I got my B and my K in, so that's cool. I could have used an ink to pull 1 more card and made backups and be able to use this card, which would have been 2 points, which would have been nice. But I think what I want to do is call. So I have 2 cards that allow me to trash from discard. Had I pulled a card from the discard, I would have had to shuffle, and there will be no cards in the discard to trash. I want to trash some of these terrible starter cards so I don't have those dead turns again. So I kind of did a trade-off, and we'll see if that works out. All right, so there's not too much to score here, so it should be fairly straightforward. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woohoo! No points, but I get to trash 2 cards and I get to jail one of the offer cards. We are going to get rid of that K. Bye-bye, K. No more of you. There's a J. That's going to get rid of the B, but that's at the end of the turn. All right, so then I'm going to trash 2 cards from my discard. They are going to be N and I. Get out of here. Don't need you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the I and I'm going to trash this O. Okay, so that works out for me. And I'm going to spend my 9. Woohoo! So now, because I got this card, I could make progress here. So that would be 6 cents to get me 3 points. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and spend 6 cents on 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then I have 3 cents left over. Let me go ahead and buy this E. And just to finish the sets, and I have another ink to go. So that was involved, right? this game can get a little bit heady, but if you keep track of everything, it's super fun. Okay, so let's see if it gets rid of my A card. No, not yet. It is Penny Dreadful is going to go to 40 and see if she discards this A card again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Boo! At the very least, I took advantage of them while they were out there. All right, somewhat of a fresh new deal. We have these letters. I cannot proc anything, and I don't know if I really need to or want to. I have plenty of mystery in here. This is an Uncover Adjacent Wild. With this hand, it's actually not that exciting to be able to do that. However, it's only a 5-letter word. I think I have enough ink to be able to at least push my luck once and see what I get. Woohoo! There it is. I could okay, so I can proc a couple of things, and I can go ahead and jail some cards, which has been really useful. I can keep the romance cards away from Penny Dreadful, so that's really neat. All right, so let's go ahead and make a word. Ponder. D-E-R. Okay, so we're going to make ponder right there. This power says I can uncover an adjacent card, which would still keep it wild, but I would get the benefit. So I get 1 cent. That's pretty good. Better than no cents. So first of all, I get to jail 2 cards in the offer row. That's definitely going to be these 2. Get out of here. I don't want you. Technically, I should do them one at a time, but I already know. That's not so bad. Those are neither of those are too bad. Much better than what was there. Cool. So then we have 2 cents, a point, 3 cents, another point, and 4 cents. 4 cents is not mighty. But I mean, these are my choices right here: the V and the M. Which one is less inconvenient? Let's go ahead and go with that V. Just to, a lot of it is just to kind of take it out of the row. Y, wow, a lot of mystery. That works for me. And with the extra, I'm going to get that ink back. Very nice. So then this is going to remove there, down to 44. I only have a couple of turns left in this playthrough. And let's see what comes out. It is a Y. Good thing I didn't have that B there, or else it would have been discarded. All right, so we are back. An interesting assortment of letters. Got lots of these cards there, and I got my B. I can try to pair up this N either with something on the offer from my special power, or I have the A in the deck. There's 4 cards left. I'd be rolling the dice on that. And I don't think I want to roll the dice on a 1 in 4 chance of getting something that'll help me. So let's go ahead and make a word. Bonks. That is a word. It's an informal word, but informal words are words too. All right, so I did not proc the N. I don't think I'm going to miss that because the power is, I get an extra point. All played wild cards are worth 1. I miss out on 2 points. I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so I get 2, 4, 5 money, but this S says I can double an adjacent card. So that is 6, 7, 8 money. So it will just double everything that's about the card. So that's really nice. So that's 8 money and 3, 4, 5 stars. That brings me to 42. And I can trash 2 cards from the discard. Oh, baby. So it's a good thing I'm leading with the crap in there. We're going to get rid of D and T. So now my deck is nice and thin. Should those dead turns are a thing of the past. All right, so I have 8 money. I'm going to spend 7 on that Y over there and get yet another ink. I'm probably going to empty the holster at some point. And go for that. And then let's see what comes out. An M does not touch my thing over here. Penny Dreadful might edge me just kind of walking along right there if I can't make a bigger score to catch up. But at least I have my B and my A is coming out next turn. All right, we are back. Now I'm going to get some good cards, some good hands from now on. So I could probably do something with this, but this I don't want to lose out on chances to proc the bonus powers over here. And I could use these words, but we'll see what happens. I think I have enough ink where I can kind of roll the dice here. Early in the game, it was nice to have this, but like later in the game, my deck is nice and thick. It's about half a chance of getting a mystery card. So let's go ahead and spend an ink and get a mystery card. A Y. So that means that I need to use the word letter Y in there, but that gets my match. So that's really nice. And I think I know what word I'm going to spell. We are going to go B, R, A, V, E-R-Y. Bravery. Fantastic. All right. So I used my terrible cards, and I did nothing but proc good cards. Good turn for the good guys. All right. So we got the money. Well, first of all, let's add up points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Woohoo! 42 to 51. Wow. That is fantastic. Oh, and I can uncover this card. Yeah. That is functionally an R, but I do get the coin from that. Okay, trash card from discard. Nothing happens there. Another one, trash card from discard. That's okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 money. Oh, 9 money to uncover those stars. Only 8 money. Darn it. So what we're going to do is we're going to acquire this M, and we're going to junk. You can buy things to junk it and junk this Q. So then let's go ahead and move that stuff down. I'm probably going to get rid of both of at least one of them. Nope, that doesn't get rid of my card. Wow, I missed it. Hey, very nice. Actually, that goes away. Let me go ahead and discard this stuff. Keeping my B and my A. It'll eat the Z, so it's very close. I think I only have 2 turns left in order to hit my 60. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. The game gave me a break. So I got my B and my A for next turn. All right, I think I have it. Or something close to it if the deck agrees with me. So I got my N and my P. I got some good cards. The N is really the bomb. This has just been my workhorse the entire time. Let's go ahead and spend 1 ink on a card. Very good chance that I'm going to get the card that I need, or one of the cards that I need. That is one of the cards that I need, and O. All right, so that is a star, and we are going to take advantage of the N. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that A just for a second because we are about to win the game. So let's go B-O-N, and we are going to cover all of you up. Bunkers. Let's go bunkers. So the reason I did that is because I get 3, 4, and wild cards are worth 1. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. One card gets me 8 points, 51 to 59. And this O is a 1 lonely prestige point, which is 60. That is the end of the game. I have beaten Penny Dreadful on the power of the N, basically, alone, supplemented by other cards. But I hope that you see the interactions. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to track, but if you get into and sink into it and play when you're not filming, then you'll have a really, really great time with Hardback. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Once again, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, give us a shout out on the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Jason reminding you that we'll see you at the next stop.